Yo, boys, welcome to the Josh Talk Sports YouTube channel. If you are new here and this is your first time here, please consider leaving a like and subscribing and leaving a comment down below. In today's video, in our very first video on the channel, we are going to be going over one of my personal favorite prospects who happened to get drafted by my favorite team. And we're going to be answering the question today and why I believe that Yaxel Lendeborg from the Michigan Wolverines was the perfect fit for the Golden State Warriors. Let's get into it. So first starters, we have Yaxel Lendeborg, who was drafted last night 11th overall by the Golden State Warriors. He is a 6'9" forward. He came from Michigan. He is from the US. He was a senior this year. He is a much older prospect, but I just kind of want to give you guys my analysis on why I believe Yaxel is going to be a elite prospect and a great fit for the Warriors. So nonetheless, he is a 6'9" forward. Something that the Warriors very much lack is height. He also has a 7'4" wingspan, which is pretty long for someone even his size. He is very versatile and he is a switchable defender. He did play JUCO for 3 years, so he has had a much longer path that it took for most prospects than a lot of these prospects that we saw in this year's draft, specifically the first round, were all one and dones. Now, for his college career, he averaged 15.5 points, basically 10 rebounds, and 3.2 assists. Now, if you want to know why that's important, the Warriors lack size and need depth at the wings badly, as Moses Moody, who is out for the entire most of the season with a leg injury, and Jimmy, who is still coming off of a torn ACL and isn't set to be back until around February, March. So this allows the Warriors to get a bigger wing, get an upgrade at wing, and have somebody that should be able to come in and play right away. Now, as you guys know, Yaxel Lendeborg is a proven winner at the collegiate level. They are just coming off of an NCAA championship this past season with Coach Dusty May, who is now the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks. He also is a two-time AAC Defensive Player of the Year, so he's shown flashes on what he can be, at least on the defensive end of the floor, and he was also the Big Ten Player of the Year. Now, kind of some points I want to get into is another reason why I believe this is a great fit for the Warriors. The Warriors have struggled to develop talent over the past, I feel like almost since the big three got drafted with Steph, Dre, and Clay. They have not been very prevalent of being able to develop talent. And as we saw how everything played out with Jonathan Kuminga and James Wiseman over the past few years, just some lottery picks, we have seen that they do not have the luxury of time to develop picks, as we see Steph Curry is 38 and on the tail end of retirement, as well as Draymond Green. So they need a player that can play now and that can be durable. Yaxel Lendeborg just happens to have over 112 games played at the collegiate level. Now, I know the biggest thing that we've heard coming from people all over the world is that Yaxel is an old prospect. He will be 24 before he ever steps foot on the NBA floor. In my personal opinion, I do not think that is a problem. I think for a team like the Warriors, they were in desperation and in big need of a big wing, and they need someone who has experience that can come in and be what you need them to be right away. As we see, Yaxel's college, as you see, he has a ton of accolades. Obviously, he played a lot of years of college basketball. But some things I want to touch on is his willingness to become a better three-point shooter. Now, there was a report that came out not so long ago that said that Yaxel has been going to the combine and NBA scouts, and teams have asked him to show the willingness to shoot the three and improve at it. Now, I want you guys to take a look. We can't see his JUCO stats, but if you take a look from his year one to his stats this past year, he was attempting 1 3-pointer a game in his first season at UAB. In his second season, it went up to almost 2 threes attempted a game. And we are now at 4.5, essentially 5 three-point shots attempted per game, and we see his percentages are rising, and he's almost shooting nearly at a 38% clip, which for a NBA shooter, if he can consistently shoot that at the NBA level, that is a respectable jumper, and that is a respectable shooter. The question mark I do have on Yaxel Lendeborg personally is, can he shoot at the NBA level? I think that is the biggest question that a lot of people have for Yaxel Lendeborg. He has shown the ability to be physical, to drive through contact, and to also be able to create a little bit of his own shot. But I think the biggest question mark for Yaxel Lendeborg is, can he translate to the NBA level on a team with the Warriors, who love to shoot a ton of threes per game? That is Steve Kerr's style. That is typically how he likes to play, and their offense is going to the ball movement they're going to create a lot of open looks. And the question is, can Yaxel Lendeborg knock those shots down? Now, another thing I want to get into is I want to kind of talk about his play style and what I think he can offer and bring to the table. So Yaxel Lendeborg, from the games that I watch, he is able to create for others. He has the vision, the IQ to be able to make the right pass. I feel like that's something that we don't find, and it's hard to pair with a player like Stephen Curry, who's going to be drawing doubles and triple teams. If you have the ball, the biggest thing in Steve Kerr's offense is not letting the ball stick to you. If he shows that he's able to move the ball, make quick decisions, quick reads, and also if he's going to penetrate and drive, can he kick? Can he be aware of what's going on around him? And can he make the right decision? Which I believe Yaxel Lendeborg can. I honestly, if you guys asking me, I think he will start for the Golden State Warriors very quickly. I think they need his spark. I think they need his defensive versatility, as we are lacking wings, and they are lacking wings badly. I think he can give a spark plug of some sort of offense. I think that's where his upside lies. I think as a defender, he's already an elite defender, but I think his upside is on the offensive side of the ball, because if he can show a consistent three-point shot and consistently hit those threes, I think he can peak out and average almost 19 points per game for the Golden State Warriors. Now, to finish up this video, some things I do want to get into is some comps for Yaxel Lendeborg. Now, I have two. I have a ceiling and I have a floor. So for his ceiling, I actually do have OG Anunoby. OG Anunoby is a 6'7", 240-pound small forward and power forward. OG Anunoby is also considered a bigger wing. He has a 7'1" wingspan. If you guys see his averages for this year, he averaged 16, 5, and 2, which I want to say may be a career year for OG Anunoby. It is not quite numbers wise. He averaged about 18 last year, but this was his best year. And as you guys saw, how he was able to emerge in the playoff game as a bigger wing who could defend, who could knock down the three ball, who could create his own shot just a little bit and could shoot the three. As you guys do see here, from three this past year, OG Anunoby shot about 38% from three, which isn't his best year, but also you see his attempts are up there at 6. He's making about 2 a game. So I think this is Yaxel's ceiling. I do think there is room for him to grow. And for his floor, I actually do have Tari Eason from the Houston Rockets. Tari Eason is another player, phenomenal two-way player. The biggest issue with Tari Eason is his ability to adapt to his jump shooting. He still is not the best jump shooter. He is shooting about 35% from 3, which is not terrible, but even then, he has a lot of cold and hot streaks, so I would still like to see him improve in that area, as he's attempting about 4 a game and making maybe a little over about 2 a game. So there's definitely room to improve there, but don't get me wrong. Tari Eason is a great defender for a young Rockets team who is very athletic and versatile, and Tari Eason can guard just about anybody. So that is going to do it for this video. That is going to be my take on Yaxel Lendeborg and why I feel like he was a great and perfect fit for the Golden State Warriors. Like I said, if this is you guys' first time checking out the channel, this is the first video, please leave a like, consider hitting that subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know what you guys thought. If you guys disagree or agree with me, do you believe that Yaxel Lendeborg was the perfect fit for the Golden State Warriors in this year's draft? I think the only other guy I would have considered is Braden Burries, or even a Dave Mara that ended up going to the Oklahoma City Thunder. But that'll do it for today's video, boys. Make sure you guys leave a like, hit the subscribe button, comment for more videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.